Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's versions of readings. This is on YouTube channel James 13 Wicca. In case you're seeing it anywhere else, this is where it should be. Also, I'm now offering live readings, in-person readings, if you're near Herkimer, New York. This weekend, October 26th, I will be in Dolishville for a benefit for Lisa Knapp, doing short readings. I believe that's from 1 to 5. I'll have more information on my Instagram on that. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. This is James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Information below. If you're interested in the donation information, then information is also below. Thank you very much, and let's go into your reading. Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Sag? Okay. Is it a long-term decision is a question. I want to make a long-term decision. It may not be the time to do that. Long-term decision. I feel like I'm supposed to, but maybe that's not the truth. Maybe it's not time to make the long-term decision. Something's going on here. There's only, okay. So like Sag is a very dynamic energy. I feel like that's obvious. You guys keep moving. A lot of times you guys get over involved in the sense of like you fill up your to-do list and it can overwhelm you. But on the other hand, it's one of the reasons you get so many good opportunities and why luck seems to go in your favor, because you do have that active energy and you keep yourself in things. So it's like it's 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other, you know? Strength and the King of Fire reversed. So actually it's funny. Strength card can talk about Leo. The King of Fire, in my opinion, the King and Queen, both of them can both talk about Leo. You also have the Strength card in the environment, which can be, there could be a very strong Leo connection, or there's something pushing on you, trying to get you to do what they want. And you might be kind of going along with that, but it might be kind of like, I need to fix this. This isn't working. It's an energy that's, especially because it's coming out, the King of Fire reversed in the dice. It may seem like it should be compatible, but it's definitely not working to your advantage. And it could be the situation itself is just not going to your advantage. I feel like you've been involved, ironically. Even though you have the 5 of Pentacles, you also got, I feel like this is not going where I thought it should go. I feel like I'm trying to stay involved. I want to do what I feel is right, but I don't feel like it's working out right. And I'm kind of like, I hope this goes my way at some point. I hope this makes sense at some point. And we're coming to a moment where it's like, no, this isn't working. This isn't panning out where it should. We got a very rough moment that's either here or about to be here. This is going to be one of those readings. It's either happening or it's not. Watching this reading is not making it happen. Just so you know, because this one spot in the center. You got the Star reversed, and you got the Ace of Swords reversed, and you got these 2 cards. You got the Death card, and you got the 10 of Swords. Death card's not bad on its own. The 10 of Swords is rarely enjoyable. In fact, I'm not really coming up with a reference where it has been. But, I mean, if it's leading to something better, that's one thing, but, like, it's devastation. This is really hard. Whatever's going on here, it's kind of like, I can't do this anymore. And I feel like I have to just kind of get through it however I need to get through it. The moment is showing up in the sense of like it's coming to a hill. It's coming to its excuse me, coming to its crescendo. I feel like the jig is up. I'm seeing something for the scam that it is. Maybe I'm seeing something in a different light. That's for sure. And there's no other way for me to see it at this point. Whatever's going on here, the truth is like running forward very, very blatantly. I'm seeing the truth. I'm seeing the truth, and the truth is harsh. The end is here. It's the end of it, and I don't like how it's ending. Okay. From here on out, it's kind of like, how do we get the energy to go where you need it to go? Again, this is one of those readings. It's either happening or it's not. Watching this reading is not making it happen. But from this point forward, how can this more be where you need it to be versus where it's just kind of flopping, if you will, which is ironic because it's just kind of flopping where it is. There's this resistance around the situation to really adapt, and there's this misguided notion if I don't adapt, it'll go where I want it to go. There's this I feel like this isn't working. Even though these are compatible cards, people are trying to get things to go backwards, and I don't really feel like that's realistic. I don't understand that. Something here is just not making sense with trying to go backwards. It's kind of like once the vase is broke, it's kind of like, oh, I know, we'll just glue it back together. It'll be just like it was. Probably not likely. Not likely. Not likely. I feel like you're trying to find a way to really stabilize this and be a more stable connection with this situation. I don't know that that's going to happen here. Bringing your power back is remembering what you do and how you connect to a situation. Sag is, you are random. It's not a bad thing. Other people may not like it, but maybe they're not supposed to. The point is for you to like it, to realize who you are is who you're meant to be. You're a specific flavor for a specific reason, and you have a lot of value in the world. There might be this pressure on you that you got to be this. You got to be this earth. You got to be this stable thing. You got to be this pillar. You got to stay put, stay put, stay put. That's not a Sag thing. And I feel like that might be part of what the problem is here, because going forward, I feel like not only is the situation trying to get you to do that, but you might be trying to make yourself believe that that's what you're supposed to do. That's not the Sag energy. That, like, they're saying, take your power back and realize you are fire. You are changeable. You are random, but in a very successful way. Your random energy gets a lot done and also brings in opportunities that not everybody sees. If you were just stay the course, stay the course, stay the course, there's so much that would pass by you that you would never know about, so much that you're meant to bring in to improve the situation. So it's kind of like, I feel like something's trying to impress upon you that you have to be, you have to be, you have to be, you have to be. Same. Here. Stand there. Don't move. Stand there. Don't move. Stand there. And I feel like you might be buying into it or trying to make yourself believe like, yeah, they're right. I need to just stand here. I need to just stand here and suck it up. Be careful with that if that's happening for you. Because the warning, if this reading is hitting, your natural energy can only stand it so long before you're like, I gotta get out of here. It might even be like a panic attack type response. Like, I just gotta get the blank out of here, and you're gone because you just can't literally stand it anymore. Whatever this is, it's only gonna last so long. And they're kind of trying to hope that you'll see it sooner rather than later, especially if you're already in this situation. Remembering who you are, what your gifts are, who you're meant to be, and kind of like, you got to start revisioning this in a way that actually works for you. And you probably are going to make some people unhappy, but maybe that's not your fault. If they're unhappy, maybe that's more on them than you, not for nothing. If they're trying to make you something that you're not. There's going to be a change. There's only so long you can put up with this before you're going to naturally change. Your natural energy is going to change this. One version of this is to feel very sad and almost guilty, in trying to work through the cleanup crew about the changes you have to make You don't have to go that way though. You don't have to wait until you're completely discontent and you're just like, I have to make these changes, and just trying to like make it palatable as much as possible for other people and struggling with that. You don't have to go this way. There is another version of this. Another version of this. Okay. Let me just get some dice on this before I go down this road. Because from my impression of Sag, you like to be compatible. You like to work with other people. You like to be an active part of the situation. You don't really like to cause conflict, but they're like saying, better for you and the situation. Ironically, even though it's conflict, it may be easier for you in the long run to just head towards it and be like, listen, I can't do this. This isn't going to work for me. So it's kind of like the sooner you step forward and like, you know what, I know what you want from me. I know you think this is what I should do. It's not going to work. I can, hopefully you're at a point where you're like, I can maybe do it for 2 weeks, maybe a month more, but that's as far as you're going to get with me. And like, tell them like, I'm serious. I'm changing this. I'm going to start moving things out now. I'm going to start transitioning now, but I'm giving you heads up that I'm not staying. You got like 2 weeks, maybe 4 if they're lucky, if you could stand it. They got to do something different. You're like, I'm starting the transition today. I'm just going to try to do what I can while I'm transitioning, but I'm starting to transition today out of this situation. I'm giving you 2 weeks, possibly 4, but you got to, you know, that's that. Once we hit that deadline, I'm gone. You know, they may be resistant to it. They may not be very nice about it because I'm getting that conflict. But when you prioritize yourself in this situation, and I feel like whatever it is, they're like saying you're going to do it sooner or later anyway. You just be on the forefront with it, gives them the advantage and gives them the heads up like, hey, I'm being honest with you. This isn't going to work. I'm not sticking with it. Make your changes, or just get stuck with it. Your choice. It does seem to like release a lot of pressure for you, ironically. And I feel like it's going to change anyway. It's going to change anyway. There's a lot coming forward. As you open that door and you breathe that fresh air, when you really do feel that energy, the star card, it's like hope is coming in the door. Information is coming in the door. Like these two cards together is telling me, at first you may not see the opportunity, but it will be there. This may be for some of you where you're like, well, I work at this company, and if I don't do what they want, I'm not going to get the opportunities I want going forward. The way this door might open is like, you're going to tell people, hey, I'm not going to do this. You tell them respectively, and then you might find that you go to a different company unexpectedly, because I'm getting like something opens, the door opens, I breathe the fresh air, I start to realize where I'm working now, people don't like me anymore, they're not going to help me move forward, and then somebody else says, you know, I'm going to this place, you might want to apply here too. That might be what happens for you. Just let yourself be open to it. Just let yourself be open to it. Your natural energy is to expand and keep going and seeing what is out there. Let yourself do it. Let your natural energy churn around and let yourself move forward and progress the way you need to progress. Let yourself be who you are. Something new is coming in for you. It says someone, but it's something is what I'm getting for this reading. Something new is coming in, and it's kind of like accepting the change and being at peace with it and comfortably going into the new one, versus like fighting it, getting beat up and bruised and battered, and then, you know, hobbling into the next situation on crutches and like with a black eye and like a nosebleed, kind of like that seems to be the difference here. Like going forward, starting the conflict, letting people not like you and just kind of moving through it, it breathes in that fresh air. It makes the next situation come in a lot easier, a lot quicker too, I would add. And it's kind of like I'm refreshed and I'm ready for the next situation. If I kind of keep trying to be what other people want, I just feel like sooner or later it's going to crash and fall anyway. I'm going to get to the point where I have to get out of here. But then when I go into the next one, I feel like I'm all battered and bruised on crutches, black eye, bloody nose, the whole thing. Like, oh my God, I'm finally out of that. And I'm feeling like when I'm starting this new situation, I'm still healing from what the last situation did to me. So it seems like there's a way to do this that hopefully is better. You got to do what you feel is right, but they're saying this doesn't have to be horrible. It's probably going to have its version of unhappiness, but it doesn't have to be completely knockout devastating in the long run. I think I'm going to let that go there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.